G'day, it's Simon and James. Welcome back to Southeast Cars and Coffee. We've got an overcast day this morning. We've got some cool stuff that's turned up. What are you seeing, James?
It is a busy day today. We've got some cool variety of supercars. We have a ton of GT3RS. It's just a heavy Porsche day. Really nice 750 Spider, which I saw come in. Just a really good collection of stuff today.
Yeah, we've got Jim, who's been our Car of the Week winner for 7 or 8 times, I think. Picked up a little British racing car that they built a handful of that's actually built out of World War II aircraft panel surplus.
Crazy.
And the chassis is actually rocket tube, so make sure to check that out. Hey, don't forget also on the 6th of December we've got our annual Toys for Marines as well. So that is toys that we collect for the kids of Marines who are deployed, wounded warriors, just going through financial hardship. 6th of December, make sure to bring a toy to the value of $15 or more unwrapped as well. And don't forget, if you're coming to Southeast Cars and Coffee, please remember, respect our rules, no speeding, no revving, no burnouts. That includes on the streets of San Clemente and getting on and off those freeways. Let's go for a walk, check some stuff out.
Let's do it. So I thought I was all cool and unique bringing my 992 with a 7-speed manual and red guts until someone with the exact same car pulled up next to me. This is just absolutely uncanny. I've since sat and PPF'd it, but the cars are literally the exact same trim for the most part. This is absolutely insane to see. You can see this guy, same black exterior, red interior, 7-speed manual as well. He's got a nice set of HREs. I have mine coming for this car as well, which we will be showing soon, but just so cool seeing these side by side. Someone's brought out a couple of cool matching supercars as well. First of all, 750S Spider, beautiful satin black, forged carbon PPF or vinyl on here, which is pretty interesting as well. You can see that on the hood and on the wing back here as well. And then next to it, we have a Urus as well. I think this is the Fluo capsule. If I'm not mistaken, it has these cool little green accents that are actually from the factory. But 2 satin black cars side by side, cool little lineup. Looks very, very cool.
One of our regulars at the show, Don Davis, and his SUPERLITE SLC. This thing, because race car. I mean, look at the steering wheel alone on this thing, full function. Everywhere you look, big Brembos on it. Inside, it just looks like a race car. You got that gated shifter, quick release steering wheel we just looked at. All carbon fiber everywhere you look. And then back here, that illuminator, basically a Ford Coyote engine, but it's twin turboed as well, making 800 horsepower, detuned to 800 horsepower. But in fact, it's capable of up to about 1200 horsepower. Massive tyres on it. But look at all the framework that's down in here. That transaxle gearbox providing power to the wheels. All of these billet pieces back here. It's actually a beautifully built car, and really gets a lot of attention when it's here. Massive aero on the back through here. Interesting what you can do when you don't want to buy a supercar and you actually want to build something from scratch. This is what you end up with.
So I mentioned that we have a ton of Porsches here this morning. We have a lineup of 5 very, very cool ones. First of all, Turbo S, Aero Pack, I believe. Actually, no, it's a non-Aero Pack, but crazy PPF on here. You have a wild set of wheels, tons of carbon fiber as well. Next to it, a bone stock GT3RS, non-YSAC. I really do like the non-YSAC cars because you get the clean painted hood and the painted roof as well. And then next to it, this one used to belong to the guys at Pacific German, another 3RS. This one has the 9 Design carbon replacement program, so all the plastics get done in carbon, which makes a massive difference to this car. Love the 5-spoke wheels as well. I'm pretty sure these are either HREs or they might be rotiforms or something similar, but they look very, very good. Next to it, beautiful 991.2 GT3 Touring. Love this car, one of the most timeless cars in my opinion. Absolutely love it. The styling on this car is just stunning. Such a great car. And then next to it, another Turbo S, this one here a couple weeks ago. Love the paint on this car. Has the Aero Pack on it. You can see the accentuated front lip and then the little wings on the wing base back there. But very cool lineup. Between one of these 5 cars, which one are you taking? For me personally, it's either going to be the GT3 Touring or the 992 3RS with the carbon on it. Love it. Here we have you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. 2 very mean RS6s, 1 stock, 1 very heavily modified. This makes me miss mine. I'm not even gonna lie, but it looks very, very good. You have a set of Vossens on here. Crazy carbon aero as well. I'm pretty sure this is an urban kit. Next to it, stock car on Vossens also, the HF2s, but just such a crazy setup. Absolutely love these. And then next to it, you have a 992 GT3 with the full Adro kit. So Adro is known for kind of some of the BMW stuff, but they branched out and did a Porsche GT3 kit. So it's a full replacement bumper insert, little trims around the outside, more aggressive wing. Very, very cool. Love it.
.992 GT3 RS full carbon kit on this thing. Looks good, huh? What do you think, James?
Pretty sweet, yeah. So this is Ron's car, Stable Ronaldo. He's a big streamer. Full Brixtons on it, carbon everywhere. This has the same carbon replacement program that blue one does down the end that I'll show you guys in a second, but such a cool build.
Look at this beautiful Survivor car. I say beautiful in that it looks so original. It doesn't have any of the badges on it anymore, unfortunately. Still got the original California license plate. When I first saw it, I thought it was actually a 912. See those hubcaps? Typically what you'd see on a 912, but on the dash, somebody just pointed out to me, it's actually got 911 up here on the dash. So it's obviously a 911. Instrumentation looks the same too. But just great seeing these old barn finds like this. I guess if it is a barn find, in fact, but it looks like the original colour, certainly looks like the original interior. Cars are only original once, and while the temptation may be to restore it, it's probably actually worth more money in exactly that condition than it would be if you went and resprayed it and redid the trim and everything else. Pretty GTO. I love the fact that it's got those triple carbs up there. Just simplistically wonderful. That Pontiac blue engine. This era of car, I'm guessing this is 65, maybe 66, but those headlights above each other. Love the wheels on it. Love the interior. It's just such a great looking car. Very, very, very pretty. The gentleman standing over there is Jim. Jim is no stranger to the Car of the Week, and he's going to do it again. I believe Jim just buys cars, so we're going to win Car of the Week. This is this week's contribution. I don't want to tell you too much about it, but this is the car that's going to be Car of the Week with Jim in a little while. This is a Dello, and I don't want to tell you too much because we're going to talk about it later, but the thing was made out of army or aircraft surplus parts after the World War II, and the chassis is actually rocket tube. I don't want to tell you much more than that. It's super cool, it's supercharged. This will be our Car of the Week. Make sure to check out that video.
How could I know it would be goodbye, my love?
I'm a big fan of a 65 Riv. First time I ever saw one was on the movie Roadhouse, where this is what he bought to basically use as his car that he didn't care if it got wrecked. Today you'd look at it and go, please treat this car with some respect and dignity. Great car. So one of the interesting things is the headlight is actually a clamshell. They actually open up, tip backwards to reveal the headlights. Love the hubcaps on this as well. One of the other things they did on this Riv was that they were concerned about the alignment of the door. It's one of the few doors where you can actually pull the outer door skin off the door to do the alignment, then bolt the door skin back on as well. But there's some other cool things as well. You can't see it at the moment, but the armrest actually pulls up out of the middle, which is super cool. Look at the wood grain in the dash and the console. This is a really classy car. Just the back of it, just the way that the tail lights were integrated into the bumper. I really like this car.
It seems to grow from within your eyes is gone. I never knew they could.
Check out this 1998 Toyota Century. What's really interesting, I was just speaking to the owner who's over here. The hood just closed, so I can't show it to you. It's actually got a, believe it or not, a V12. Now, I said to him, I didn't know that Toyota actually built a V12, and he said there are actually two V6s that are joined together. So in fact, it's almost more like a W12. But he said one engine bank can go down and you can still drive it, which is really interesting. So he's just going to lift the hood, and as he does, we'll just have a look around at some of the areas. Look at the fine detail and things like the grille. Here we go. It's so quiet and so smooth underneath there. Absolutely amazing. It's interesting, isn't it, when you think about it? You see cars in Japan, like let's look at the curtains that it's got in there. Century was their top of the line vehicle. Not obviously sold outside of Japan that I know of, but really great to see something so unique. All the years we're doing South OC Cars and Coffee, I don't ever recall seeing a Tesla Roadster here. When you walk up on it, you'd think it is a Lotus, because that's what it's basically built on, but this was Elon Musk's first electric vehicle. This is the first thing that they basically converted into an EV, and it's kind of cool, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure it will be a little heavier than the original Lotus would have been with all the batteries and everything in it, but interesting to think that this is where Tesla started and then evolved to building their own cars. Great to see one at the show. I wonder what the value on these is, whether they're going up or whether they're going down or whether they're just staying where they are. Talk about cars with cult following. These Buicks, more and more people are getting into them just because they were a unique car at their time. 3.8 litre V6 turbo, which at the time, a lot of the V8s that were around just weren't making the power. Same thing happened in Australia. We had V8s that were not doing a lot of power. We actually had a supercharged version of the same engine in a Holden Commodore back in the late 80s, early 90s. Just a very, very functional, fast, really, really cool car. These two are getting a lot of attention, and some decent rubber on the back here as well, because they make some decent horsepower as well. So always good to see cars that people really get attached to and, as I said, create this cult following. Two of my favourite regulars at the show love this 32. One of the things that really appeals to me about this car is the flathead engine that's in there with those Edelbrock heads. Just the right engine for this era of car. Great roof chop on this thing as well. Love the small wheels on the front and then bigger on the back. Skinny tyres too, not trying to make it like massive wide tyres, and also the fluted or the louvered trunk and hood lid as well. Next to it, we got another 32. One of our regulars, this one is running a blown 383 small block in it, so super tough under the hood. There's something about this era of car I just absolutely love. If money was no object and I could have anything in the collection, something like that would look great in my garage.
That is it for an Overcast South OC Cars and Coffee. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting the event. Please remember, if you are attending, respect our rules, no revving, no speeding, no burnouts. That includes on the property, driving through the streets of San Clemente, and then getting on and off those freeways. I want to say a massive thank you as well to all the sponsors. We have the Brackets Here, Marketing, McGuire's, Mazda, Next Level Auto Protection, iAccident Lawyers, Go Mobile Tire, European Exotic Center, Hillbank Motor Corporation, and of course Magnaflow and Camberg as well. I want to say a massive thank you also to all the volunteers that help us put on this event each and every week. We could not do it without you guys. Remember, if you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee merch. So we handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of our hats, new hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, everything you guys could possibly want from South OC Cars and Coffee merch. If you are volunteering, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, and then Ruby's Diner provides a free coffee and donut for everyone helping us out.
Yeah, massive thank you to Ruby's for doing that, and also feeding the masses, and a big thank you to the outlets in San Clemente for allowing us to be here. If you need to do any shopping, go to the movies, grab a coffee, whatever, come to the outlets, tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Don't forget that merch we were talking about, great for Christmas presents this year. Head on over to the website, or South OC Cars and Coffee merch, as James mentioned. Check out all of this stuff, some great new t-shirts and hoodies in particular. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you guys.